Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Nick at BarBend.com. Today I'm going to be trying out the grass-fed whey protein isolate from Onnit. So Onnit is one of the fitness industry's biggest giants, and they're known for having a kind of unconventional approach to fitness. So like on the equipment side, they focus a lot more on kettlebells, maces, and clubs than barbells. On the nutrition side, they're better known for supplements like Alpha Brain, which is a nootropic, and like a plant-based caffeine-free pre-workouts and things like that. They haven't actually had a protein powder before, even though they've been around for quite a while. They did have a goat whey isolate for a recovery drink a little while back, but this is their first whey isolate made from conventional cows. Although there's not that much conventional about this product, it's made from free-range grass-fed New Zealand cow's dairy, and this flavor here is Mexican chocolate. So first we're going to see how it tastes with 2% milk. It's very good. It mixes surprisingly well for a product that doesn't really have any soy lecithin or anything, which typically is used to help proteins mix well. As I said, this is Mexican chocolate, so while this does have a cocoa flavor and it does contain cocoa, it's also got a bit of cinnamon in there. So honestly, it tastes like a mix between chocolate and like chai tea. So if that's what you like, if you like cinnamon, if you like that sort of warming kind of taste, you like that. And on top of that, it doesn't have any artificial ingredients. Okay, so now I'm going to see how the Mexican chocolate flavor tastes with water. It's good. I mean, obviously it's more bland than the 2% milk. That said, I really like how with the addition of the cinnamon, this really helps elevate it above what a lot of protein powders taste like with water, which is just like a spoonful of cocoa in water. So I think it's pretty tasty, and honestly I think if you heat up the water and like reduce the amount to maybe a cup or so, it could make it for a pretty decent hot chocolate. Alright, so let's take a close look at the nutrition label. So one scoop has 120 calories, and for a whey protein isolate, which is the form of whey that has the least carbs and least fat, this does have quite a bit more carbs and fat than you might be expecting. So there's one scoop has 20 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbohydrates with 2 grams of fiber, and 2 grams of fat with half a gram of saturated fat. So those extra carbs and fat probably come from all the extra ingredients, because there's considerably more ingredients in this product than in a lot of standard whey protein isolates. Besides that, there's no information about cholesterol, and the only two things to note really is that as far as calcium goes, it is considerably lower in calcium than your normal whey protein. There's just 2% of your daily intake. Normally it'll have like 5, 10%, maybe 15%. Not that many people consume whey protein for its calcium content, but nonetheless it is lower in calcium than you might be expecting. And finally, sodium, it has 157 milligrams, which is 7% of your daily intake. That's a bit higher than standard for a whey protein powder. So if you're really, really concerned about your sodium intake, that's just something you should be aware of. So as far as the actual ingredients go, the first ingredient of course is whey protein isolate. All the ingredients in here are non-GMO, and the product is, they say it's lactose free as well. So after the whey protein isolate, there's cocoa powder, sunflower oil, there's maltodextrin, that's just like a type of carbohydrate, dried cream extract, probably for flavor. There's some medium chain triglyceride oil, which is a type of fat that's common in a lot of Onnit products. Some people believe it has nootropic effects. After that, there's some natural flavors, some sunflower lecithin, that's to help mixability. It's like a more paleo type of lecithin compared to soy lecithin. Besides that, there is some cinnamon, of course. There's organic rice hull. That's just like an anti-caking agent for people who don't want to use artificial anti-caking agents like calcium silicate and things like that. Then there's a digestive enzyme blend. What's really impressive here is that there's a really wide variety of digestive enzymes. A lot of whey proteins, if they bother to include digestive enzymes at all, they'll include 1, 2, maybe 3. There are 7 here. So you get amylase, protease, lipase, cellulase, lactase, papain, and bromelain. The lactase in particular is going to be useful for people who are worried about maybe any trace lactose that are going to be in the product. That should help with digestibility, at least that's what it's linked to. Then there's just some sea salt, some stevia leaf extract, some monk fruit extract for sweetener, and finally there's some Lactobacillus acidophilus, which is a probiotic bacteria, which is linked to digestive benefits, smooth digestibility, and possibly increased absorption of nutrients. So it's a really interesting ingredient that I haven't seen in many other protein powders. So as far as the price goes, this tub here is almost £2. you get 30 servings for $60. So that's $2 a serving, or 10 cents per gram of protein. So that is pretty expensive as far as protein powders go. Now, you need to keep in mind that this isn't just a whey protein powder, it's a whey isolate, and it's a grass-fed whey isolate, and it's from imported cows. So there's a lot going on there, but even compared to other grass-fed whey protein isolates, this is on the pricier side. So like, this is $60 for the tub, $2 a serve, 10 cents per gram of protein. As far as other grass-fed whey isolates, BiPro is 5.2 cents, X-Works is 6.5 cents, J-Rub is 8 cents per gram of protein. So this is on the higher end. Then again, of course, the price may be worth it for you. This is a really interesting product in that it has a lot of digestive enzymes, it has some digestive bacteria as well, some probiotic bacteria, and there's no artificial ingredients. So all that may make the price worth it for you. So a few things that I really liked about Onnit's Grass-Fed Whey Isolate. Number one is it doesn't contain any artificial ingredients. Onnit as a company generally tries to avoid artificial ingredients whenever possible, and they did so here. No artificial flavors or sweeteners, which also makes it paleo friendly if of course you're okay with consuming dairy. If you are wary of lactose, there are 0 grams of sugar in this, and there shouldn't be any lactose in there either. But if some of the lactose does find its way in there, another good thing about this product is that it contains lactase, which is a digestive enzyme that may reduce the effects of consuming lactose if you're intolerant to lactose. In addition to that, there are 6 other digestive enzymes. So some people have trouble consuming whey protein even if it doesn't have lactose. They just have trouble with like a lot of protein at once, or with powder or anything like that. With all these digestive enzymes, there's a possibility that it may reduce that sort of digestive distress that can happen with some people. Maybe. Finally, I really like that it has Lactobacillus acidophilus, that's a probiotic bacteria, which can also have digestive benefits and also possibly some immunological benefits as well. Lastly, I really like the taste. There are a few things I didn't like quite so much about Onnit's Grass-Fed Whey Isolate. Number one is that as far as like protein per calorie ratio, it's not quite as on point as a lot of other whey protein isolates. By that I mean it has more carbs and fat than most whey protein isolates. So if you're really something that's just pure protein or super low carbs, this might not be the product for you. Finally, the main concern most people might have with this product is that it is considerably more expensive than other whey protein powders, even grass-fed whey protein isolates. But then again, as I mentioned earlier, it does have all those digestive enzymes, and it's also all natural, so the price may be worth it. Alright, so those are my thoughts on Onnit's Grass-Fed Whey Isolate. For the full review, check out the link below at barbben.com.